All right, Cecily, talk a little bit about today's performance. A little slow first couple minutes, then you guys got on a 10-2 run.
Yeah, we definitely came out firing tonight, and that's the way it has to be against everyone in the tournament, just because it's March and anything can happen. So I like the way that we came out with a lot of energy and a lot of good defensive efforts, and that didn't change when we subbed, so that's always a good sign.
You look at how this game went. Katie picks up 20 points and felt like she was firing all cylinders, but Coach went to the bench early and often and just got some different players out there. What do you think you saw from some of the younger players?
Definitely a lot of energy, like I said before, and intensity. And not a lot of the young players we have on our team looked very young in this game, especially since it's a postseason game. So that's a good sign for this tournament and for the future for them, that they can play that way in a tournament game as freshmen and sophomores is really great.
7 rebounds, even though you got out rebounded by them. What were some of the things maybe personally you saw low in the paint today?
Kukowski's a really good player, and she's still so young, so she's definitely going to be player of the year sometime. But definitely a physical game down low, and the refs sort of called a different game in the first 3 quarters than they did in the fourth quarter, which can make it a little bit tough because you're used to playing one way, and then you sort of have to adjust what you're doing, especially inside and on box outs and stuff like that. But I thought that we played to their physicality and were able to match it.
You beat Lehigh twice in the regular season. A lot of times it's hard to beat a team 3 times. What's that going to be like, especially in getting to play at home again on Thursday?
Lehigh's tough because they're all pretty big, and they play a good zone that's difficult for our guards to see over because they're smaller than their guards. But I think that if we come out with the same defensive effort that we did tonight in the first half and play that for all 4 quarters, we should be okay.
Talk a little about Elena, fellow senior, what it meant to her. She got out there, we talked about before with the 4 freshmen, but her moving to the 5 for 1 or 2 plays, and she got a nice jumper off. What does that just mean about just the depth of the program?
It shows how versatile she is, being able to come in and play all 5 positions basically since our freshman year, and having to move into the 4 spot this year out of necessity is really great, and it shows that we recruit a lot of players that have a lot of abilities, and that's 1 through 5. That's why our offense works so well, is that everyone is a scoring threat at all times, and it's positions 1 through 5. Like, everyone can shoot, even the post players can shoot. So.